mention 155.
Alright, so today we're going to be doing Unit 8, which is going to be Intro to Geometry, Lesson 6, which is Triangle Sum Theorem and Exterior Angle Theorem. So an exterior angle is an angle that is inside of a shape. An exterior angle is an angle that is outside of the shape. All triangles have an interior angle sum of 180 degrees. So that means that the three angles of a triangle must always add up to 180 degrees. And this is true for every triangle. Okay? So the triangle sum theorem states that if this is a triangle, that means that the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C is equal to 180 degrees. The measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measures of its remote interior angles. So what that means is the two angles that are far away from this side, see how these are the two that are furthest away from number 4? See how 1 and 2 are far away. These are what we call remote interior angles. So the sum of 1 plus the sum of 2 is equal to the sum, or equal to 4. Alright? So that's what that means. We can use these theorems to find missing angles on the interior and exterior of triangles. So is everybody good with the theorems? Alright, we're going to move on now. We're going to find the missing interior angle for each of these. So for the first one, remember, these need to all add up to 180, so we're going to call this x. So it's going to be x plus 27 plus 96 is equal to 180. We're going to add these together. It's going to be x plus, that's 27 plus 96, which is 123, is equal to 180. And how would I solve for x on this?
You do 123 minus 180.
Good. Well, 180 minus 123. Good. So I do the subtraction, and I get x equals
57.
Good, 57. So this angle has to be 57 degrees. Don't forget your degree symbol. Is everybody good with that? All right, let's try the next one. A triangle has two angle measures of 17 and 104. Find the third angle. So they tell us that one of the angles is 17 degrees.
68.
One of the angles is 104. And one of them the one we don't know, we're going to call x. And that's the sum of these three angles needs to add up to 180. So I do the math, and I get 100 and, what is that, 21?
122.
120, are you sure?
No, it's 21.
I thought so. I was like, that's why when you said that, I was like, let me just be sure. $121 plus x equals 180. We subtract 121 on both sides, which gives me x equals 59 degrees. Any questions on number 2? You good with number 2? All right, let's move on to number 3.
64.
So how do we set up this? What are we going to call this angle we don't know? We call it by what variable? X. We're going to add them up and set them equal to what? 180. We're going to combine like terms on the right. That's going to be 11, so 110 plus 6 would be 116. Just double checking our math. I don't want to make an error. You get paranoid about that. Yeah. And then we'll subtract it on both sides. Well, not 74, but 64. Everyone good with number 3? Alright, moving on. Number 4. A triangle has two angle measures of 45 and 90. Find the third angle. So that's 45 plus 90 plus x is equal to 180. That's going to become 135 plus x equals 180. Subtract 135 on both sides. That gives me x equals 45 degrees. Anything so far? Find the missing exterior angle. Okay? What is the angle measure of an exterior angle of a triangle that has a remote interior angle measures of? So I like to draw a picture of this.
Or what?
And your headphones.
Alright. So I like to draw a picture of this. It says we have remote interior angles. Interior angles exist inside the triangle. So this angle is 70 and this is 34. This is the angle that we want to find, x. So we know by the theorem that the sum of these two angles is equal to x. So that would be 104 degrees, right? So those are two different theorems that we use to solve those two different things.
So that's it?
That's it. Now how would we find x on this one? So we're looking for an exterior angle. What do we do here? Like 95 plus 32 equals x.
51.
You found this angle, didn't you?
Yeah.
But they want to know this angle on the outside. So when you want to know the angle on the outside, you add these two together. Two different procedures. So this is 127 degrees. So if they're looking for an exterior angle, meaning outside of the triangle, the process is a little bit different, okay? What is the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle that has a remote interior angle measures of 22 and 74? So we want an exterior angle. We're going to add the remote interiors together.
96.
Good.
Put your mask on.
So, are you guys understanding the difference between the ones that are finding the inside
Yeah.
angle and the outside angle? The procedure is a little bit different, right?
And write this stuff down.
So what would we do to find this angle? Is this angle interior or exterior? How do we find an exterior angle?
Add them together.
Good. Good. Is everyone good with that?
Can you go back to number 5? I'm almost.
So if you missed anything, go back and get it. Alright, is everybody good with this slide so far? We good to move on? Alright, we're going to zoom in. So it says a triangle has angle measures of x, 2x, and 3x. What is the value of x? So if they give us three angle measures of the triangle as expressions, these are what we call expressions, because they're mathematical expressions we have in variables in them. We always add these up and set them equal to what? What do the total angles in a triangle have to add up to? 180. So this is going to allow us to solve for the missing variable x, right? So remember, this is like 1x. So what's 1 plus 2?
3x.
What's 3 plus 3? So that's 6x equals 180. What would I do to solve this?
Divide by 6. It'll be by 30.
Which gives me x equals 30. Is that the final answer? Yes. See how they only asked for x here. Now, what if they had asked me for the other angle measures? What would I do? So they tell me x is 30. How would I find 2x and 3x? Plug them in, right? So 2 times 30 and then 3 times 30. Is everyone good with number 9? Yeah? No? Okay. A triangle has angle measures of 2x, 2x plus 20, and 4x. What is the value of x? So we add these up, and we set them equal to what? 180. We're going to combine. What do we call these? Like terms. What is 2x plus 2x plus 4x?
8.
Good.
Plus
Mhm.
180.
How would I solve it from here?
Minus by 20.
Good.
And then 160 divided by 8x. And
Just
then
8.
They'll be by 20.
Good. X equals 20. We good with this one? A triangle has 3 equal angle measures of x. What is the value of x?
180.
No, not 180, because they can't all be 180. So the first triangle is
60.
x. The next triangle angle is x. And the other one's angle is also x. So we're going to add up 3 x's and set it equal to the total number of degrees, which is what?
180.
Yeah, it is 60, you're right. Each one would have to be 60, right? X plus x is 3x equals 180. Which gives me x equals
60.
60.
Okay, is that something?
Yeah, we are. You ready for it?
Yeah, but if it's not like this, okay.
Well, it's going to be just like the notes I give you. I never give you a surprise on the test. I'm not trying to make you guys, you know. A triangle is isosceles, so we're going to draw a sketch. So isosceles means 2 sides are congruent, right? The congruent angle measures are x. The other angle is the sum of the 2 congruent angles. Find the value of x. So these 2 angles are x. They tell us that. And they tell us that the other angle is the sum of the other 2 congruent angles. So what's the sum of x and x?
X squared.
No, that's x times x. What's x plus x? 2x. I have 1x, I give you another one. So the third angle has to be 2x. Is everybody good with how I got that? Okay.
It'll be 2x plus x
It's going to be x plus 2x
equals 180.
equals 180. Very good.
Okay. There'll be like 4x divided by 80.
Good. 4x equals 180. Divide by
4. And then you could do
so this is 45.
yep.
Does anyone have any questions about that?
Yep.
Okay.